It's about to go down.
It's lovely pass, and there he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skill by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullen is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo will win the Italian Grand Prix!
Iguodala running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too with the Netherlands.
And Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden, Barrett, and an early touch and an excellent...
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Can we say the dominance of the Super Falcons is gradually coming to an end in the continent of Africa? We'll wait and see how that pans out, because the South Africans actually defeated Nigeria to emerge champions of the Aisha Buhari Cup. That actually went down yesterday in Lagos. It was a 4-2 in favor of the South African. Talking about the Bana of South Africa. Also, a new venue has been announced for the Super Eagles World Cup 2022 qualifiers against the Central Republic of Africa that will be coming up October 10 next month in Lagos. These and many more will come your way in today's show, Sports Updates, right here on the Leadership newspaper. My name is Ola Williams. I welcome you for this edition. I also have with me studio Salifu Smart Sports Editor, Leadership newspaper. Please have you join us.
Nice to be here again. And just like you say, it's like Super Falcons need to work out to pass on for this thing. Because it's well done for Super Falcons.
Salifu is running doing for the Super Falcons. Alpha, how are you doing today?
Nice to be here. I mean, when we previewed that match, it eventually turned out the way we all said. We said over the years the gap has considerably closed on Super Falcons, and clearly we've seen that the gap has not just closed, but looks like some teams are even beginning to overtake us and leave us behind. So, and we saw the results of that game yesterday.
Of course, the result of that game in the first half, it was 3-0 in favor of the Bana of South Africa before 3-0 in the first half before the commencement of the second half. So the Super Falcons put 2 goals, and they were looking forward to come back, but they were actually given a penalty. That's talking about South Africans, and they actually end up that match 4-2 in favor of the Bana. You can see them on the screen right about now. They were really happy. They were jumping. They were celebrating as if they have won the African Women's Nations Cup. And the last time we played South Africa was in 2018 or 19, if I'm not mistaken, one of those 3 years in the finals of the Women's Nations Cup.
That was Cameroon 2019.
Oh, that was Ghana. It was Ghana.
Cameroon.
Was it
Cameroon?
Okay. Cameroon 2019, and we struggled all through the match. It was a saving grace that we went through the spot kick, and we eventually, get to win that particular match from the penalty spot, and we're match champions of Africa once again. Could we say that dominance, talking about the Super Falcons, is coming to an end in Africa?
It's already glaring. It's clear that we are no longer super.
At all.
Some people have already suggested that they shouldn't just drain the name Super from the Falcons, from the Super Falcons.
Let it just be
Just call them ordinary Falcons. Because what you watch is there's nothing super in the name. So, and I strongly believe that it's not the girls themselves. The administration of Nigeria football, those money that needs to get back into football, and that things are no longer right. But if you watch that team and you look at it, the American that are brought in as a coach, if you ask what value has he added to this level, nothing. Yes, it actually would be a big disappointment yesterday if Falcons won that match. Because the South Africans they were the better side. And if you can look at another good yesterday that football belongs to the young, or the youth. Look at this South African player, very, very athlete of 18, 20. Very young, very more athletic.
Very fast with the ball.
Very, very fast. So you don't compare them to the mama you have on the pitch. So I congratulate South Africans, and I like that. I was happy that they won. It's like they have won the African Championship.
Absolutely.
Because they have been dreaming for this over the years. And unfortunately for Nigeria, they got this what they have been looking for. Not anywhere in Nigeria, not just in Nigeria, in Lagos. So
Front of the home Nigerian fans.
the Nigerian Football Federations need to get into the drawing board and need to take decisive actions. If not, the worst is set to happen.
And what is just to happen? I'm looking at the press release that actually came out after the match, according to the press release signed by the media department of the NFF. Actually, they single-handedly, they singled out that Desire Pan as being pushed in front of the goal, as if she was actually playing against her own team in that particular one. Know that she actually scored the goal, but the goal was disallowed in that particular match. What is this impulse? But at the end of the day, there was another press release that was sent, updated version of that one. They actually removed the paragraph blaming Desire in the particular one. Looking at it, is there a mixed blood in the
First of all, you have that kind of press release. Did it actually come from the media department of the NFF? That's the first thing.
It came out.
Fine. And if they actually did, I must say that that's very, very irresponsible to do that. You can imagine, for instance, England losing the Euros, and the English FA will come out to blame Rashford and Saka and Sancho. You don't do those kind of things. For me, that's a new low. The NFF is not, whatever it is, the NFF is the football governing body in Nigeria, for instance. All you're supposed to do is to give kudos to this girl and not mentioning names of people who were to blame. So if for instance, we had won this invitational, so would they have come out to single-handedly name some people who made it possible for us to win?
Sorry, just to cut you short, the France way forward Desire was most awful on the evening, squandering a half dozen opportunity, easily conceding possession and literally playing against our own team. That was the paragraph.
Like I was saying, this is very, very unprofessional. Whoever wrote that thing, I don't know, maybe he was high or something, but it's very professional if you ask me. You don't come out to castigate your players. In the first place, like Salifu said initially, what structures has NFF put in place over the years to ensure that Falcons, the Super Falcons, maintain the dominance that they've always had in Africa? What structures have you done? Then for you to lose an invitational, this is just an invitational for crying out loud, and you are already putting blames on some certain players. I think it's very, very disgusting. I must confess, it's very unprofessional, and whoever wrote that press release should be reprimanded or something like that. It's very, very it's damning, because I didn't expect something like that coming from the NFF media department. But
the letter came out and sends another email, saying that we should use the updated version and not.
It's not all these things.
Let me get instance here. We all know the circumstances that led for Operan to come about the team. Because there was a time that out from the team. Because like the 2009, I'm sorry to record this, but we need to record so to write this on 17. 2009, Falcon won African Championship. They were owing the backlog of allowances, and their match was due. That was 2019 when they won that team. And apparently, you be the captain of the team. He's the captain of the team, and even the Flores Omagbebi, who was the coach of the team, was also signed because of that incident. Okay, be a captain of the team. First and foremost, the leader of the team, you need to speak for them. So you can't allow the captain of the team, when what is due for them, they're not being, and you allow the captain to just keep quiet. So I realized the protest, and they protested. They protested. You remember when they protested against the government, and they take the intervention of the then chief of staff, later back here, to intervene, and that's how they get their normal hand. Because of that, apparently, the first one was sacked as the coach of the Super Falcons, and apparently was out of the team completely. But I don't know what happened, because after they come out, they employed this American coach. It's like the guy saying that, yes, you can't have such a player and not bring him to the team. And that's why they brought him back. And that man, because they lost yesterday, and they are bringing source that he was so
Exactly.
So better, and just like the I was totally disappointed about Ademola. Like he's one of the veteran journalists, very experienced journalist, and if he write that.
That's why I was asking that. Did it really actually come
Yes,
to meet
yes, it comes from the mail will receive it directly from Ademola email address. So he authored it to me. So he authored that thing.
Yeah.
And although he removed that paragraph just about 1 hour later, and he did not remove because the bashing and coming, people started reacting. The journalists would do like he started calling and bashing him. And that's why you have to quickly remove that thing. So of whoever, I can't say it's on any instruction. But even though it's on any instruction, Ademola being an experienced and who he is over there. Ademola has been on this job for over 80 has been on this job for more than a decade as a media officer, as a spokesperson of the NFL. So he should know what it is and what should do, not to blame the players. Even though the player is good that he was the culprit, but you don't allow the fans and allow other analysts to say so, but not you, the managers and you who are the governing of football, to come out to castigate your player. Allow the Nigerians or football fans can do that, but need you as administrators to castigate your player.
Exactly. Just too bad because it didn't actually go well with a lot of people. It was actually came with a heavy a backlash for the Nigerian Football Federation. They were actually looking at players like Onome Beach, actually considered a penalty.
The guy who scored the own goal. What even their so-called Ajilas Swala? What was Ajilas Swala? Nothing.
Exactly. So
and why is seeking after a just innocent player?
But before we actually move on from this topic, Alpha, where should we go from here? What is the next step? What should we do in terms of getting the Super Falcons in the right track?
for me, I think this is an invitational, and things happen like this. And the other thing is, I don't know the level of preparation they were at before this invitational. Yes, it was friendly, so maybe the level of seriousness we had expected from the Falcons, of course, playing at home, playing in Nigeria, playing in Lagos, maybe they were a bit relaxed. That could be, that's just an excuse, because even from the game against Mali, we were here. I saw it. I said from the way they played against Mali, if they meet a better opposition, they are going to be beaten. And that's what happened. So I felt maybe they're just maybe too relaxed, too comfortable that they were playing at home, and maybe didn't take the tournament as serious. And maybe, of course, because they've always dominated these teams in Africa, maybe some sort of playing with some sort of level of overconfidence. After all, we are playing at home. We've been champions of perennial champions in Africa, so we should be able to rough ride over all these things. But it wasn't to be. So going forward, let's see if in need that we need to inject some more fresh light into the team. Then that be because some players have actually, in my opinion, overstayed their welcome in the Super Falcons. So we need to, inject. We have young players all over, some in Europe, even in our local league here. So we need to inject some fresh legs into this team.
Of course, we need to refresh, at least, bring in, new players to the national team. Even the first match we played against Mali was Monday Gift. She plays for Rayon Stars,
Exactly.
group. So there is a high time we should allow those, players who has been in the Super Falcons for over 15 years, leave for other players, to come on board. Away from the Super Falcons, we head straight to the other side of the national team, talking about the Nigerian Super Eagles, where FIFA has confirmed the venue for the Super Eagles, a double header against the Central African Republic that will be coming up 10th of October, right there at the Teslim Balogun Stadium. Is the Teslim Balogun Stadium? Is it becoming to be a fortress that for the Super Eagles? They have played 2 matches and they have won those 2 matches. They won against Lesotho and also against Liberia. Going forward, should we actually adopt that ground as our own Wembley, like what we get to see in the United Kingdom?
Well, don't talk about it. Lagos is a form of football. Where you can see when you are playing Lagos, you are very sure that you are going to have the backing of your fans because the Lagosians love football and want to football. But if I may have my say here, I don't think Destin Balogun it's not befitting of status. So So what Super Eagles for now, since it's like for now they don't have any of the main offers available. But if they feel that this is what they have for now, then so be it. So good for them. Apparently they go chance to have another going to have another opportunity to give what the Super Eagles for place.
Three times back to back.
Why we in the rest of that part of the country keep on watching on television? So with the questions. This is good. So and at the same time, it's always that when you're having a victory, you play one match, you play the second one you want. So you like to maintain the ground. So, but just like I say, but testing about the bonus is not absolutely.
Of course, I was at the stadium for the last match against Liberia. I saw the levels pitch. I think when they down ball at the pitch will kind of be more muddy, and it will not actually give way for free flow of football in that in particular. But looking at the Abuja National Stadium, it is under a construction at this point in time. According to the report we just got today, that the pitch is green already, but before they start playing any competitive match, it will be next year. And we have a certain list of Champions Stadium, talking about the Carabao Stadium. And we know that Super Falcons once at a time was actually going to play other matches. But going forward, should we have a permanent home ground, or we should be taking the team around the country for international?
Usually, what happens is, even in advanced countries, usually you have a permanent home ground. But depending on the matches, for some matches, I mean, even for instance, the English national team, yes, they play most of their most important games. But there are some games they go to maybe St. James Park, here and there, they move there. But if you check out those games a lot of times, they're usually maybe friendly matches. A lot of times from history, they're always friendly matches. But for things like the World Cup qualifiers, Euro qualifiers, they always play in Wembley.
Grade A friendly.
Exactly, grade A friendly. Exactly. So I think it's high time the Super Eagles have a proper ground, or which, in my opinion, should be the Abuja National Stadium. So it's important that that stadium gets ready as soon as possible, so that at least the Eagles, whenever an invitation is being made out to these players, they know that okay, we have a certain ground where we are going to play. Because even moving players here and there does not even provide the much needed positive effect on these players. Get accustomed to a particular ground. When you're playing at home, you feel at home. Get accustomed to the ground, to the surface, and all of that, so you know that this is our home ground. Make that place a fortress, so that when other teams are coming, they know that okay, we are going to beat the Eagles in the Abuja, in the MK Abuja Stadium. Exactly. So it should be that way.
Because it should be that way. We should have the Super Eagles getting to play at the Moshood Abiola Stadium, and then we can actually get to take other friendly matches outside the nation's sports capital. Still to come in sports orbit today, we have a whole lot of package of Barcelona in the news today. Also, League Cup also that will be going down is actually in the news. A player from Nassau United has been given the player of the year by the Nigeria Football Federation. These are many more. Will come after the short break. Don't go now.
About to go down.
It's lovely pass, and here he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skilled by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullen is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricardo is inching into the lead, and Ricardo will win the Italian Grand Prix!
Iguodala running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too, with the Netherlands.
And Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden, Barrett, and an early touch and an excellent.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Welcome from that short break. It's still Sport of It right here at the Leadership of Podcast studio. We're talking about the Super Eagles movement from the Super Eagles will play a World Cup qualifiers against the Central African Republic in Lagos Testing Balogun Stadium. And before we went on that short break, and Sam for has something to say about it.
Just like Alpha rightly said, Super Eagles deserve to have a home ground, and just like that, everybody is looking for to have a home ground, that is natural home ground for the Super Eagles. They deserve a great fan and everyone wants to support. It will never happen. It will never happen in the sense that because NFL has developed a habit of protecting this much. Not protecting this much to give Nigeria its numbers of the long term, but for a mere reason that they are looking for who to bang. If you remember vividly, when Lele Muki was the governor of Cross River State, they always find favor in Lele Muki. And that is why between 2013, 2014, or 2014, they were all play all the Super Eagles match taken to Calabar. So it came to the second time.
Heavy downfall.
We always go to Calabar to go. Then when I say the year to go Fabio Silva, because when this man Udom now find a favor, they hand Udom on the field, started playing match. All of a sudden, they changed the year again. Play the match to Benin, from Benin to Delta. When they see that okay, now they find favor in Seoul. Now every all road everywhere to lead to Seoul. But it's just like say sometimes I don't know what is really wrong with our institute. Super Falcons is a complete brand of business that can market itself. But no, if you package it well, whatever you market it, Super Falcons will be able to give you generate money. So finance the money. So what is the fear of bringing the match to that? Although the Muslims don't have not before over there, but now.
Anywhere you take Super Eagles, I'm sure you. I watched a couple of games. So the stadium was always full. Always full. Anywhere Super Eagles are playing, that's showing that stadium.
If you remember,
I watched matches yesterday.
There was a match between Nigeria and Tunisia. That was our qualifier. I can't remember which match between Nigeria and Tunisia. There was a stampede here. When Tunisia came here, there was a stampede because the street was full to.
I remember
I'm not as if they didn't throw the gate open. Everybody what was that match?
The home game here, the stadium was full.
Full.
Anybody played there and the stadium was full.
So you just play that
They're just looking for money.
They're looking for money, not looking for money. It is not bad not to look for money, but do
the right
thing.
Exactly.
Of course, sir. Away from that, we head straight to the news coming from the camp of Nassau United, where their striker who won the golden boot of the Nigerian professional football league last season, talking about Silas Nwankwo, as the man as the NFF stroke I2 best player of the year. He was actually given the award yesterday on Monday, at the hotel suite during the NFF award on They scored about 19 goals for this minors for them actually. They didn't actually make it to the Confederation Cup. They're just so painful. But looking at Silas Nwankwo, is he what is that?
Sure, I mean, scored 19 goals in the league. Because last time, although players have been, because they only score between 19 to 20. I don't think anybody has been able to break 20 goal record.
No, of course.
Okay, it was 21 or 22. Yes, okay, it's been. But that tells you how difficult it is to score in the Nigerian league. Because I'm still waiting for the day. You see a player for 25, 30 goals, but most of the time you get between 17, 20, But I mean, good one for him. It's not easy to score 21 goals. For you to be able to score 21 goals in the Nigerian league, if it's elsewhere, maybe that's 19 goals, sorry. If it's elsewhere, maybe that's that amount will be like 28 goals also. But good one for Silas. And if you have followed the Nigerian league very well over the years, you notice that every time a highest goal scorer emerges, the following season is no longer in the league.
Of course. I was about playing there.
The following season is no longer in the league. So let's hope that once the NPFL resumes, we'll still see Silas donning the colours of National United. But let's see how that pans out. You know how it works. I mean, by the time the league resumes, you might hear that it's maybe Moldova or Maldives or one country somewhere. And well, And you won't blame them. It's all inside for the greener pastures. If they're getting everything they need here, and they won't have anything to travel to some of these obscure countries. So it's good one for him.
Yeah, just like if you get what you want at your home, there's no need traveling outside.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, what you are looking for, you not get it at your home, and that's why sometimes most of us just like if you listen to his comment after they've given award, he say, "I hope you go on this already."
Exactly.
What he mean that I'm already exactly. And I can also tell you that even the chairman of the National United and the officials of the United, they were even more eager for him to move than even the player himself. Because now they want to make money for him.
Of course.
But I congratulate the young man, still young, very young players, and I hope that he should do allow this to get his so his head, just get his head cool down and continue to play and then ensure that yes, he grew from strength to strength. So if opportunity came for him, come for him to move out of the country,
why not?
But my players, like my desire for and what I'm looking for him forward for him is to look for a better proper league.
Exactly.
But if it means spend enough time with National United to play and prove yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Of course, there's nothing wrong with that. But let me play out.
But wait for a better time. There's no need rush. When you are too eager, you rush. You run to the you run in the wrong destination.
Where in Cyprus and all of exactly, and they go and you never hear.
So away from that, we head straight out to the foreign scene. We are heading straight to Cameroon right about now. You'll be wondering if Cameroon is a foreign country, but it is a foreign country at this point in time. But it's something I'm talking about a legend. For me, I would say he's a legend. I'm talking about Samuel Eto'o. At this point in time, he is vying to become one of the president of the Cameroon Football Federation, and that particular one. He actually went straight to his social media handle to announce his candidacy, saying that he's actually coming out of the love for Cameroon and passion for football. That is his mission statement for him going into the groups to become the next president of Cameroon Football Association. We saw the driver also coming out for Cote d'Ivoire, but at the end of the day,
that's the problem with the challenges of African football are not peculiar to just Nigeria. All over Africa, maybe the exception of maybe South Africa and some of these North African countries. But within West, East, and Central Africa, a lot of times we have these challenges. In case of Didier Drogba, it looked clearly that he was supposed to win, but a lot of politics came into play and he lost. Same for Samuel Eto'o, and you find out that a lot of these players who are putting their best for their countries, they try to get into football administration, at least to use the knowledge they've acquired over the years. But the people who are feeling fat from the federations, the local administrators, will never allow that happen. They bring all kinds of things to ensure that they frustrate you. And at the end of the day, African football is suffering, but ideally, you need these kinds of people to occupy positions, especially administrative positions in African football. They've acquired the knowledge, they have the exposure, they have the right connections to attract, investors and all of that. Imagine it's a Eto'o as the president of Fecafoot. You can imagine the kind of investors he will attract, the kind of mileage even Fecafoot will get. But let's see if the administrators there in Cameroon will not come with all kinds of politics to edge him out.
Actually, to actually respond to his plan. Looking at what Samuel Eto'o is actually said in his mission statement, he said, "I am running for this position in order to attract external funding and not to reduce the already mega revenue with unnecessary burden." Aside from looking at his mission statement at this point in time, do you think can I say the godfathers in Cameroon or those people who are actually who are presently in that area of affair, do you think they want him to actually emerge, the president of Cameroon?
If you ask every genuine football fan, every one of his passion about football, he tells you support America, to become the president of American football. But unfortunately, just like our say, the politics of African football never. You have a tough task to your mind. Just like the same thing is global soccer in the Ivory Coast. Even it's not X you go for our player. Even against exactly. At the same time, if you look at Samuel Eto'o is a now name in football.
Of course.
Not in the whole world. There's no any part of this world you mention Eto'o name that is known, and there's no any way anybody in terms of business and everywhere, international, that they don't want to discuss with them. They will not hold up and discuss with you. But it will never happen. Just like in the case of Nigeria, it's not in Africa. You have a businessman, engineer, politician, running football. In other time, everywhere. Machine is the former France international. We know his record, what he played. Former NFL president. Even this Fatino is a former international president. And you know his record, what is happening. But come to Nigeria here, come to Africa. What is Pini pedigree in football? What did he play? Jehu Diko is the vice president. What did he play? Jeyake, where did he play? Name all of them. Find French. All of them who are on the board of NFL. Where did they play? Probably if they ever kick a ball, maybe they kick a ball in the primary school. So they didn't have any record. But tell me one of Nigeria as international who is on the board of NFL. Okay. That is how we and the whole thing going in the Africa. That's why we are not getting it right in Africa. Allow those who know the game, who feel it, who know what it is to manage the game. But it's unfortunate. Not only in football, in every football, the same thing is happening in basketball.
Also, of course, we saw Issa Ayatu getting to be the president of CAF for over 20 years and all that, and he didn't actually make a meaningful impact. At this point in time, my producer is telling me that our time is up, but let me just quickly run down as more of our topic we're expected to talk about today. Barcelona intends intensifying pressure to replace Koeman in that particular one after some people say abysmal performance so far at the Camp Nou. Tottenham must take blame for Kane's struggle. This is actually not coming from their coach, talking about Espirito Santos. Based on the fact that Harry Kane has not been fine with those leaders the way he is, the reaction we saw him doing last season. Also, looking at the Carabao Cup yesterday, Man City hit 6. Liverpool also there were 3-0 winners over Norwich City. Matches have been decided today in that same Carabao Cup. We see Brighton against Swansea, Millwall against Leicester City, Wolves against Tottenham, Manchester United against West Ham. Another match, another replay of what happened during the last weekend. Arsenal FC will play, will be done at Chelsea against Aston Villa. That will be, all the matches have been decided and later. Today. This is a package for today's Sports Orbit. We'll make another return tomorrow with another fresh edition of the program. My name is Olawale Ayeni. Thank you, Salifu and Alpha, for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Of course, to our viewers, thank you for staying around. You can actually go straight to our website www.leadership.ng.com and our YouTube page for you to actually get the rebroadcast of this particular show. Until come your way, same time, same station tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye bye for now.